Evening everybody, it is Sunday 10th of July and the Euro 2016 final is on at the moment and I can't bother to watch it because I don't, actually no I do mind who wins. I want France to win it because I don't really like Portugal, mainly because of Cristiano Ronaldo, who apparently has gone off injured in tears or something like that, so shame but boo-hoo at the same time. Cracking on quickly because I need to get this uploaded, edited, uploaded tonight. So we're going to do two very quickly, rip through them and then get one of them up. So first one, I had the Yippee-Ki-Yay rye blend, marriage, whatever you want to call it, last night that was uploaded today, and it was interesting, which is being kind. Personally, couldn't get on with it at all. So I just had a quick look through my American whiskey selection at the moment that I've got sample-wise, and thought, you know what, let's try another rye, just an ordinary straight rye, which is this one. So this was donated, stroked, pinched from the Whiskey Lounge guys in York. Some bottles that they've got lying around in their warehouse. So thank you very much to Eddie and Amanda and Joe for allowing me to have a read through their open bottles and let me nick off with a load of samples. And this is one of them. So this was the miniature that I nicked and that I poured, and this is what the bottle looks like actually, how I found it in their warehouse of wonders, shall we say. So this is Russell's Reserve Rye 6-year-old. It's 45% and it's actually from the Wild Turkey Distillery, which is in Lawrenceburg, but not Lawrenceburg, Indiana, which is where MGP is, but Lawrenceburg, Kentucky, which is there. So I have a Wild Turkey, which I'm not going to do after this one. I'm going to do that a little bit later on. So in terms of the history of the distillery itself, I'll delve into that when I hit the Wild Turkey. But it's currently owned by Campari. And since 1954, the Master Distiller there has been a guy called Jimmy Russell, hence Russell's Reserve. So this was introduced as a brand in 2007, separate to the Wild Turkey range that they have, which is, you would have heard of Wild Turkey, massive seller, really, really popular bourbon, you know, kind of up there with your Jim Beams and your Jack Daniels in terms of known for its name. And Russell's Reserve was, the Russell's Reserve brand was essentially a bit more of a premium, kind of putting a name behind it and going a little bit more expensive, but a little bit more artisan. So the Reserve Rye is hand-picked casks that are selected by Jimmy and his son Eddie, and these are also matured in casks that have had the highest level of char. So essentially, when you set fire to the insides of the casks. Now, so you build your cask and then you set fire to the inside of it, essentially to seal it, but that also helps it give the flavour to the whiskey. And they have levels of char, so basically the amount that it's been, you can go from like lightly toasted to the level of what this is matured in, which is char number 4, which is also known as alligator char. And that's essentially because it's fired the inside of the cask so much that it looks like alligator skin. It's like really, really rippled and charred. So that is also then going to give you quite a heavy influence in terms of the flavour that the spirit that goes into it is going to pick up. So it'll be very intriguing. Now you're looking at about $60 for this. I did find this on the Whiskey Exchange for 90 quid. But I found a couple of places online in America. There was a place in New York, I can't remember the name of it now, but they were selling it for $60. So, you know, you look at it and you go, well, it's a 6-year-old and it's a rye and it's $60 and it's from Wild Turkey, so are they putting the price up a little bit, or is it actually, you know, is it that good that it deserves that price? So we shall see. It'll be intriguing. You know, it's one of those where you see it on the label. When I saw this initially, I would not associate this with Wild Turkey at all, not knowing anything about it. But obviously doing that with a little bit of research, knowing that little bit of history behind it, it's like, no, actually, this could be pretty interesting. So, and also, if you do drink Wild Turkey, thinking about it, Wild Turkey themselves have a rye that's called the Wild Turkey 101, because it's 50.5% ABV, whereas this is 45%. Now the 101 is unaged, but it's the same mash bill as this. So it's essentially the same recipe as this. So Russell's Reserve Rye is essentially the same recipe as the Wild Turkey 101. So if you've had the 101, it might be worth trying to get hold of this to see whether this is more vastly improved, much better than the other one. With the other one, the Wild Turkey is, like I say, non-age statement, higher alcohol percentage, but this has got the extra aging on it. Now there's actually quite a nice honeyed character to it as well. And it's almost like honey and lemon. When I was going on about the, what's it called? The High West, the Yippee-ki-yay. It had a characteristic of like cough syrup, and it was like Linctus cough syrup, that sort of thing. Like a tincture almost. And this is like, there's a cough syrup called Butterfly cough syrup in the UK. I think they still do it. I used to have it as a kid, and it's like a honey and lemon. So this is like the other side of cough medicine. So you've got this like dark treacly Linctus, blows your head off. Oh my God. You know, this is like honey and lemon, and it's soft and it's sweet, and it's definitely, that's what I'm picking up. And it's the much more pleasant type of cough syrup to drink. This butterfly syrup stuff was actually quite dangerous, because if I got hold of the bottle, I could pretty much drink the whole lot of it. It tasted absolutely fantastic. Not good for you by any stretch of the imagination, I'm sure. But yeah, it's definitely kind of honey and lemon and golden syrup in there as well. That's a really nice nose. There's a nice bite to it as well, but it's not too overpowering at all. It's really nicely balanced. Oh, it carries on through. Ooh. Oh, that's gorgeous. It's golden syrup. It's bloody golden syrup cake. That is really, really good. It might be too sweet for some people. It's possible that it's going to be a little bit too sugary sweet, but for me, I'm getting the Lyle's golden syrup in the can, but they also do a cake. So it's like I don't know if it's a ginger cake. I don't know if it's just like a plain cake. It's been so long since I've had it, but it's like a lightly spiced cake that they soak in golden syrup. And it's that through and through. There is a really soft ginger element to it, really sweet, soft ginger cake. Golden syrup, honey, lemon, almost lemon meringue pie. There's a nice heat from the alcohol, but it supports those soft flavours absolutely brilliantly. Oh, that is something else. That is really good. That's a beautiful dessert whiskey. You could have that as a dessert after pretty much anything meal-wise. Oh, that's so nice. I love that. I think that is absolutely fantastic. I wasn't expecting that at all. That's a very un-rye rye whiskey. I normally expect more of a edge and more of a harshness to a rye whiskey, but that is soft, that's sweet. Like I say, it might be a little bit too cloying for some people, a bit too syrupy for some. But personally, I think it's brilliantly balanced between sweetness, but then also this is where the alcohol percentage is bang on, because it gives you enough fire, it gives you enough heat just to lift all the sweet flavours that are there. It's so well balanced. It's so easy to drink as well. That's utterly brilliant. I love it. Superb stuff. Really, really nice. And like I say, all I'm getting is golden syrup cake and honey and soft lemon and meringue, and it's puddings and desserts, but it's sweet, soft, but delicate puddings. It's not sticky toffee, it's lighter than that. Ha ha ha. Love it. Absolutely love it. $60? Yeah, I'd pay that. 90 quid? To be honest, I wouldn't pay 90 quid for much. But that would tempt me. That really would tempt me at 90 quid a bottle. But for $60, snap it up. I think it's absolutely brilliant. Oh, beautiful stuff. Highly recommend that. Right, quick rinse out and then we'll crack on with the next one. See you then.